Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Gemini season is giving nice for what? Nice for what? You're about to get Mercury in your sign. You're about to get Jupiter, which is exalted in your sign. And it's giving, I said what I said, nice for what? It's almost like the divine is giving you the opportunity to usher in luck by way of being your whole fucking shadowy self. Feel the fullness of your feelings, process those feelings, integrate those emotions, and then Mercury is going to give you the know-how, the ability to say what the fuck you need to say. I don't smoke with racists. Nice for what? Go grab your things. We got shit to talk about. Yo, what's up? It's your girl Jay, the High Priestess, back at it again with the general tarot reading for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Gemini season 2025. You ready for your season, baby? I hope that you're liking the new set, liking the new visuals, the new aesthetic. Yes, we got a vibe going here. It's a vibe, darling. I want this incense a little bit closer. It's my Mahika incense. Does it need to be there? Oh, yes, perfect. There we go. I said what I said. Nice for what? Jupiter is exalted in your sign. So the planet of luck, fortune, philosophy, higher learning, travel, um, expansion, benevolence, the benefic of the planets, Big Daddy Jupiter, is coming into your sign and he thrives there. And I feel like, imagine luck thriving in the sign of I feel. And there's two sets of cancers. I feel like there's the crybaby cancers or the fuck you I have no feelings cancers. Wherever you fall on that spectrum, you will have luck come to you by way of feeling your feelings. And then Mercury is like, say it, bitch. Say it. Talk your shit. Talk your shit, Cancer. All pre-summer, all summer long, talk your shit. You have Jupiter for a year. Bruh. It's time. Be sure to go check out that Gemini season astrology video. This Gemini season is packed with important transits that you need to know about, but I will put you on game. So on June 6th, Mercury comes into your sign, and I feel like it's your mind melding with your emotions. You're going to need to talk about it. It's Gemini season. And then the next day, Jupiter comes into your sign. And it's like luck comes to you by way of honoring what your emotions are signaling to you. And I personally believe, you're a spirit having a human experience. So your spirits should be in the driver's seat, not your logic and not your emotions. But your emotions are like the indicator lights in your car. If you haven't read the manual and you don't know what those bitches mean, you're going to like freak out and pull over every time that a light comes on. And it could have just been the, hey, bitch, put your seatbelt on light, you know? And so you getting more in touch with your emotions, you being willing to express, not trying to be nice, not trying to people please, not trying to maintain homeostasis and play cat and save a hoe all the time, will put you in this position where luck, benevolence comes to you. Good fortune comes to you by way of saying what you need to say, talking your shit. You have full permission to talk that talk. All right. So hydrate, light it if you need it. As I am ready to dive in, clear out any funky ass energy. Welcome in my benevolent ancestors, Mother God, Father God, Mother Earth. Thanking you for the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Gemini season 2025. Baby. Okay. Just breathe as we welcome in the most useful, helpful, divinely aligned messages for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Gemini season 2025. I'm so excited for y'all to get Jupiter. I just feel like it's been a long time coming after that Mars retrograde. Bless y'all's little hearts. It's been a lot. It's been a lot. So extend yourself some grace, because the whole new beginning is coming in. First card out. First thing to be clarified on the Selenite throne is the Fool. It's like all this untapped potential within you. I feel like you're getting the planet of travel, so like there's exploration, there's fun, there's adventure. I feel like some of you may be like becoming more nomadic or deciding to become more nomadic, nor like getting out of your comfort zone, exploring. If you always take that right to go home, what happens when you go left? If you can't get to China, at least get up the canyon. If you can't go to, Oregon, get to the ocean, like whatever it is, like there's something there about getting out of your comfort zone. But I also feel like with the Fool, this is an opportunity for you to start over. For you, like Gemini season is ushering in a whole new cycle. I hope you're ready. There may be somebody with Aries or Aquarius or Leo placements playing a big role in your life in Gemini season. But this is an important time to offload a lot of emotional baggage. I feel like some of you, and I just saw 550, I see 555, bam, getting ready to come on the clock. There has been some combative energy that I feel like has been stored up in your body, and you haven't been able, or you haven't let yourself say what needs to be said. And so there could just be like some physical discomfort or just flare ups of things that are stemmed in a lack of emotional expression. You know, repressed emotions are how physical ailments manifest in the body. Your secrets and the shit you don't talk about, that's what makes you sick. And with the Fool coming out, I feel like it is time to figure out what are the essentials, gather those, and keep it moving. Don't be a groupie, keep it motherfucking moving. The sun behind you lighting your path. There's things that are coming up to be revealed to you that are going to put you in a position to like pivot and turn and go in a different direction. The Fool travels light, so he's only got his knapsack and his pup, and there's something there for you around figuring out what is of value and what do I need to take with me. What lessons have I learned? What wisdom have I acquired that I need to make sure that I take with me so that I can embark on this new cycle, this new challenge, the new Fool's journey. And what's in this knapsack? And what is going on with your relationship to faith? What does full-hearted, fool foolish like faith look like to you? Like having faith and believing like you were a child again. What does that actually look like? If you let yourself believe that deeply in yourself, if you let yourself believe that deeply in the God of your understanding, what shot would you try to shoot? In what ways would you, shoot your shot? If you knew that there was going to be a swish, if you knew it was dunking on them hoes, you know what I mean? If you knew you would make it, what would you be doing? What would you try? What would you embark on? I feel like the Fool is absolutely ready to take this step off this cliff because he has full-hearted faith that the earth is going to rise to meet his feet. And there's something about the planet of faith coming into your sign that I feel like will embolden you. And Neptune is now in Aries squaring you. And there's something there around illusions breaking. Also adventure and individuality and impulsivity and youthfulness is getting glamorized. I feel like it's going to look more appealing to you. you operating from like that childlike joy and wonder place within you is going to start being more appealing to you. And so it's time to let go of some shit. Four of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. Like I said, there may be somebody in that's showing up or is in your life right now that has Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn placements that I feel like is a solid jump off point. They're a solid support. Someone that really like, stands 10 toes down for you. There's somebody with Leo placements that is like helping, being a guiding light, or is like revealing a lot to you about yourself. They're revealing a lot about themselves. This is a time, Gemini season is like a time to apply your willpower. But what do you want to apply said willpower to is really what this is about. And don't you understand that your body is your vehicle, your organs are your homies? Like, you showing up and taking care of yourself, you finding home within yourself. You are the sign that governs home. And once you understand that home is where you are, home is where your heart is, life starts to change. You start to change, you start to take chances that I don't think you would normally make, or that you would normally take. I just feel like there's all this potential with the Fool coming out. There's something here about like just fucking going for it. Like, here's your sign. Go for it. Shoot your shot. Whatever that thing is, you know what it is. You know what it is. Go for it. Cards are already being really reticent in Gemini season, and I have had 4 sips of coffee today, and I need to go at a faster pace. And that could be something that you're thinking about. Like, you're like, I should be speeding up. I want to be able to make right decisions quickly. And I think that that's something that's going to be coming in for a lot of you, is the ability to trust your gut, to really like tap into your intuition, to honor this reset that's coming in. 7 of Swords. And I actually like this. I actually like the placement of this. The Fool is turning away from the 7 of Swords. There may be some people coming at you with some bullshit. There is an awareness that the old mindset is betraying you in some sort of way. Look at all this yellow. And it's time to harness your willpower into getting out of the old mindset, getting out of this like self-limiting beliefs. There's a change in the realm of your mind. Some of you have dealt with something that felt like a betrayal, or felt like someone was taking advantage of you, or lying or betraying or stealing from you in some sort of way. And it's like, skirt, don't be a groupie, keep it motherfucking moving. That's what's happening here. There may be somebody with Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius placements that like you gotta watch. But I also feel like that person with Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius placements is actually activating something. It's activating a breakthrough. Like, it's time for you to transmute your betrayals into breakthroughs. And so there's somebody that I feel like some kind of wound or something of that nature that you are only going to realize in hindsight that happened for you, because it was an activation of a breakthrough. I feel like there's a breakthrough in the realm of your mind. If you are the one doing shady shit, stop. I feel like you will get caught. Especially if it involves something with like somebody from the past, or some of y'all are cheating on somebody with your past, emotional affairs, talking to people you're not supposed to be talking to. I say a lot of you, but flip it. It could be somebody else. But I feel like some of you find some shit out and you're done. You move forward. I'm not saying this to implant fear or paranoia, but I feel like those of you who are dealing with like a betrayal situation, it's already happened. You already know about it. I don't feel like this is something that is coming in. I feel like this is like recovery, basically. And so there may be something here where someone was like stealing from your child or lying on your child. Someone from your past may be coming up. There could be lots of like bouts of nostalgia with the 6 of Cups at the center of the reading. There may be somebody with Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio placements playing a big role, or like is centered at the, or someone with Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio placements is at the center of your Gemini season. Your relationship to receptivity, your ability to receive, your ability to put yourself higher on the totem pole in your life, Your ability, like emotional harmony wants to be established. Nice. The Ace of Wands coming out. There could be some like aha moments that are coming in around like truth. I also, I don't know why I just heard like EMDR. Um, there may have been memories or things that were suppressed, and now you have access to those memories again. Some of you are in a position where someone with Scorpio, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius placements tells a big truth or reveals a big truth. And the divine is out here trying to give you a crown. I feel like the divine is trying to like upgrade your awareness in some sort of way. These bouts of nostalgia, though, don't let yourself wade in the water and just like, just sit there and do nothing. It's like sift through this emotional shit that's coming up, sift through it and acquire the nugget of wisdom. Examine the wound to see if there's infection in the wound, clean the wound out and sew that bitch up, bandage it. you know it's like there's another level of the healing process that you're accessing. I feel like there's really powerful conversations, big aha moments, lots of clarity that's coming into you in Gemini season. These are brilliant ideas coming in, I feel like, as well. Final card, final message, please, for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Gemini season 2025. Someone that has felt like a soulmate to you in some sort of way. Um, there may be a confession that has you feeling kind of stuck, that has you really evaluating your subconscious mind, evaluating like, why do I believe this? Who put this belief here? Why? Like, there is an expansion of the mind that's coming in. Jupiter expands. Final card being the Hangman. I feel like there could just be something here that you have been feeling stuck. It's so funny that the Fool is so opposite from the Hangman. And Gemini season's trying to like pull you out of stagnation, pull you out of guilt or shame or humiliation, and put you into this period of freeing yourself from it. Free, especially this may be activated by somebody with Aries, Aquarius, or Leo placements. Um, but there's something about like turning your back on a betrayal, turning your back on something that feels like it was stolen from you, or stealing from you. And I think it's a mindset. Some of you are like really figuring out what true love is, really figuring out what acceptance is. Some of you are really figuring out what forgiveness is. Some of you have someone mirroring some of your shit to you. It's like there were attributes or characteristics or behaviors that you have judged in someone else that I feel like you are about to start displaying, or you treated somebody a certain way and now somebody else has come around and done that to you. And so now there's this like, like I did that one. So there's just some kind of like empathy for the shadow that I feel like you guys are going to be acquiring. There may be somebody with Pisces placements also that's playing a big role with this Hangman card out here. But with the Ace of Swords and the Hangman, I feel like you are being given the power to cut yourself out of a nasty situation, or cut yourself out of a really toxic mindset or thought process. um it's like, why is it okay for that person to do it but it's not okay for you to do it? Why is it okay for you to do it but not okay for that person to do it? There's something there around that needs to be reevaluated. So you may be having, I feel like God's gonna be calling your ass out in some sort of way. There could just be this thing about judgment coming in. Bottom of the deck is the Two of Swords. All right, and I'm gonna show you a little bit of the plunge because I love you. But underneath this deck is the Two of Swords, the Star, and the Three of Swords. So there's been some willful blindness. You kind of like lying your way around something, or ignoring a hunch, putting your emotions, aka your intuition, your superpowers, on the back burner. And there is a stripping, there is a nakedness, there is an intimacy, there's a vulnerability that's going to force you to look at some unresolved pain. And it's like unresolved pain that's caused like some kind of fucked up thinking, some judgmental thinking. You've blinded yourself with a certain kind of thought process. Some of you are really like caught up in your masculine energy when your superpower is over hanging out in the feminine energy. You know, like be careful of the like strong independent woman, I don't need a man, boss bitch. Be careful. Be careful of that. That's not where your power lies. And there feels like a stripping down. And that's what I meant by like the nice for what. I feel like you are like breaking through some shit that's putting you in the position to really be able to speak powerful truths and get yourself out of some stagnant situations or sticky situations. Offloading guilt, offloading heavy emotions. All right, there may be somebody with Aries, Aquarius, or Leo placements that's turning away from your bullshit if you are the one doing bullshit. Or they're going in a different direction because there's not a meeting of the minds. There may be somebody with Gemini or Libra or Aquarius placements that's like chasing after you or is pursuing you. Like they know that they fucked up, they know that they did something, but they're still pursuing you in some sort of way. I feel like there's also some of you that are dealing with Scorpios, and this person with Scorpio placements, they are having a huge breakthrough in the realm of their mind. They're having harmony, a new standard of harmony get established in their heart. And I feel like they're about to start being way more giving. And you need to make sure you're being receptive. Um, there's a lot coming up from the past. The Scorpio person is dealing with a lot of like childhood wounds or interacting with like nostalgia, and I feel like it may be introducing nostalgia to you or making you think about nostalgic things or people, places, or past relationships. There just may be bouts of nostalgia, and I just want you to chill out. Like be careful around nostalgia because nostalgia can be a form of depression if you stay there too long. Stay there, look around, feel the feels, extract the data from the darkness and keep it moving. Don't build a home in nostalgia, okay? Also, I feel like there is some new aha moment. There's some information, there's some shit coming to you, possibly through the grapevine, possibly through an air sign, possibly through technology, social media, that's going to have you looking at life in a different way, have you looking at your perspective, your position in a different way. And I feel like there's something coming in to cut you out of this, like the sword coming in to cut you down from the hanged position or the hung position. Um, the closer we get to your season, Cancer, there's some big unlocking in the realm of your subconscious mind. You know, your subconscious mind is essentially a computer. It's devoid of emotion. It takes what you give it at face value and it speaks in symbols. And so there could be like these, oh, I heard this song, I saw this picture, I saw this image, it made me think of this, it made me think of that. So there could be just a lot coming in by way of symbolism or music, or things just that's going to have you thinking about things from the past. I'm excited to clarify this over on Patreon. Patreon.com/JustJEverything. Over there, me and my ethical cult are going to be clarifying all these cards. There's all kinds of astrology and tarot content over there. There's also a tier for daily readings. So check out my Patreon, patreon.com/JustJEverything. All the links are in the description box below. I just want to zoom out a little. Starting off with a major arcana, ending with a major arcana. So Gemini season, I feel like starts off with a bang, ends with a bang. And that bang being like cosmic redirection, aha moments, like important things like road signs, road maps, that the divine is trying to bring in. But I feel like this is a whole new cycle of awareness, a whole new cycle in how you operate in life. And I really feel like if something feels off, it is. You know, if something if scratch a lie, find a thief. That could be a thing where there's just something there around um some of you are being pursued or courted by people who are not of good caliber or are not truthful, who don't hold the same values that you have. That's not all of you, but that could be some of you, and you know who you are. You already have that feeling. And some of you, I just feel like homesick. Like I just like felt homesick. And you may be homesick for a place that doesn't exist, homesick for an emotion, homesick for a mindset, homesick for a person that you don't have access to anymore. And I feel like what it is you're actually homesick for yourself. You're homesick for authenticity, for you to be able to say what you want when you want and just be free and like in full fuck it mode. And I feel like that's why that song Nice for What came up. Go listen. I know that like there's different camps feeling different things about Drake, but still go listen to Nice for What, just because it's going to get you in the energy that you should be in Gemini season. What do you want to use this truth for? This big truth, this big truth that's coming in, it needs to lend you some freedom. It's going to grant you, I think, some freedom. It's going to get you unstuck in some sort of way. But also, swords can sever. Swords can also knight someone and elevate them to the next level. And I just feel like before you decide if you're going to slice or knight someone, you need to really check yourself. You need to be willing to like call yourself out. Like, am I getting mad at somebody for some shit that I have done? Am I about to sever this person and I did this same thing? There's just something there around like, um, he who cast the first stone, that kind of thing. Like, are you throwing are you throwing stones in glass houses? What is that? He who is without sin cast the first stone. That's how that feels. And so, yeah, nice for what? Yes, like you get to be selective about who you want to be around, whose energy you want to absorb. But check yourself before you wreck yourself, babe. Come on, I'm ready to clarify these cards. Let's get into it. For the full version of the video, go to Patreon.